Hi and welcome. My name is Stephanie and today I have a quick and gentle prenatal yoga flow to share with you. This class is safe for first, second, and third trimester mamas, and while you don't need any props to participate, a few blocks or maybe a bolster or a rolled blanket could be helpful. When you're ready, we'll grab our yoga mat and let's begin. We'll begin today in hero's pose, so come to rest on your knees with your hips on your heels. You might double up your yoga mat or bring a blanket under your knees if they're feeling sensitive. You could also sit up on a block or even two here if that feels better on your knees or helps you create more space for baby and your growing tummy. Once you're comfortable, we're going to begin class with a few Kegels to wake up the pelvic floor. To start, we'll inhale deeply through the nose, sending our breath down to our bellies and to our pelvic floor. And as we exhale, let's draw that pelvic floor in and up for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release with your next inhale. Again, filling up the belly and sending that air down to your pelvic floor. Before drawing the pelvic floor in and up with an exhale for a count of 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last time, let's inhale deeply through the nose, filling up the belly, perhaps feeling a gentle stretch in our pelvic floor muscles. And then as we exhale, let's imagine that our pelvic floors are an elevator climbing up our spine for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and release. On your next inhale, continue to fill up the belly as you draw your hands up and overhead. With your exhale, let's bring our right hands to the mat, finding a gentle side body stretch. Keep your spine long here and don't allow your chest to round or to collapse. You might lift your gaze towards the sky, enjoying this nice stretch through the left side body. Otherwise, keep your neck and gaze neutral out in front. Let's hold here for one more inhale before pushing back up on our exhale, finding that neutral spine again. Inhale, let's lift both arms up overhead. And then let's think about lifting up and over as we exhale our left hand down to the mat this time. Continue to breathe slowly and deeply here, enjoying that stretch through the right side body this time as we work to maintain a long spine and keep our chest open. Let's hold for one more inhale here, breathing deeply through the nose, before exhaling as we push back up to find our neutral spine again. This time as we inhale, let's lift ourselves up onto a kneeling posture so that our hips are over our knees rather than over our heels. From here, let's send our left leg out to the side, bringing our arms out wide to help with balance. Our left foot is square with the short edge of our mat, and we are pressing firmly through the outer edge of that foot, finding a kneeling warrior 2 pose here. Our arms are out straight to the side, and our shoulders are drawn down and away from the ears here. Turn your gaze so that you're looking over your right fingertips here as you inhale energy up through the earth and exhale energy out through those same fingertips. On your next inhale, let's reach the right arm forward, flip the palm, and as we exhale, let's windmill the right arm up and overhead, finding a kneeling reverse warrior or our gate pose. Your left hand can come to rest gently on your left thigh, or you might take a bind here, bringing the left hand behind your back. I invite you to lift your gaze towards the sky here, otherwise keep your neck neutral and keep your gaze straight out in front. We'll hold here for one more inhale, breathing in deeply through the nose and enjoying a nice stretch through the right side body. As you exhale, let's windmill the arms around and down, bringing the right palm to the earth as our left arm reaches up and overhead, finding a supported side angle stretch here. Check to make sure that our left bicep is by our ear, and we're pressing firmly through that right palm, not allowing our upper body to collapse. We're going to hold here for one full round of breath. Make sure that your left bicep is by your ear here, and you are pressing firmly through that right palm, not allowing your upper body to collapse. Let's take one more deep inhale here, breathing in through the nose. And as we exhale, we're going to press off with our right hand, using our left obliques to pull ourselves back into that kneeling warrior 2 pose. From here, let's bring our left knee back in to meet the right. We'll take a moment to sink back into our hero's pose, settling ourselves before taking that same flow on the other side. Let's take one full round of breath here, breathing in deeply through the nose, filling up the belly like a balloon, before exhaling slowly, drawing our belly in towards our spine as we let all of the air out of that big belly balloon. With your next inhale, let's lift back up onto our knees, sending our arms out to balance ourselves as we send the right leg out this time. Again, we're going to have our foot square with the short edge of our mat, and we are pressing firmly through the outer edge of that right foot as we find our kneeling warrior two pose. Our arms are out to the sides for strength and balance as our gaze shifts over those left fingertips. With each inhale, we're pulling energy and strength up through the ground, and with each exhale, we're sending some of that energy back out into the universe through our fingertips. On your next inhale, let's reach the left arm forward, flip the palm, and with an exhale, we'll windmill the left arm up and overhead, finding our kneeling reverse warrior or our gate pose on the other side. This time, our right hand might rest gently on our right thigh, or if you took the option on the other side, you might take that bind here, being careful not to jerk too much or twist through the lower back and abdomen. Again, your gaze might be lifted towards the sky or neutral out in front. We'll hold here for one more inhale, breathing in deeply through the nose, filling up the belly as we send all of that air down and around baby. And as you exhale, we'll windmill the arms around and down so that our left palm comes to the earth this time and our right arm reaches up and overhead, finding that kneeling side angle stretch. Again, we'll hold here for one full round of breath, breathing slowly in and out through the nose, enjoying this side body stretch. We are continuing to press firmly through that left palm, not allowing our upper body to collapse here, and working to keep our spine long and straight. Let's take one more long, slow inhale here. Before we exhale, as we press through that left palm, using our right obliques this time to lift ourselves back into our kneeling warrior two pose. This time we'll draw the right knee in to meet the left as we swing our feet around to face the short edge of our mat and bring both palms to the earth, coming into our tabletop position. Take a moment to check your posture here. Make sure your hands are under your shoulders and your knees are under your hips. Our belly is drawn in towards our spine, and we are working to maintain a flat back. From here, let's inhale the left foot out behind us as we slowly begin to rock back and forth on the toes here, finding a nice calf stretch. Calf pain and Charlie horses and restless leg syndrome are all common pregnancy symptoms, so doing some gentle calf stretches just like this, especially right before bed, can be a great way to get ahead of some of that discomfort and find some relief. On your next inhale, let's press back through those left toes as we send our right hand out long in front of us. With an exhale, let's lift both our right hand and our left foot off the ground, finding our bird dog pose. Inhale to release both your hand and foot back to the mat. Before exhaling to lift again, lifting both that left leg and that right arm into the air. One more time, we'll inhale to release, dropping our hand and our foot back to the mat. Before exhaling as we lift that left leg and that right arm up towards parallel. This time as we inhale, let's return to our neutral tabletop position. With an exhale, let's bring our big toes together and our knees wide as we sink our hips back, finding child's pose. We'll hold here for just a few breaths, breathing into the back body this time, perhaps sending our breath to any areas of the low back or hips that might be feeling sore or tender today. With each exhale, you can imagine some tension or pain leaving the body with your breath. We'll take one more full round of breath here, breathing in deeply through the nose, before exhaling slowly, also through the nose. With our next inhale, let's come back up to our neutral tabletop position. Again, we'll check our posture, making sure baby is drawn in towards our spine, our back is flat, our hands are under our shoulders, and our knees are under our hips. With our next inhale, we'll send the right toes out behind us this time. Again, we'll start to rock gently backwards and forwards here, enjoying a nice stretch through the back of that right leg and especially that right calf. slowly working out any tightness or stiffness that we may be feeling from long days on our feet, carrying around all the extra weight of baby. With our next inhale, let's press back through those right toes, finding the deepest calf stretch of the day as we send our left hand out in front this time. With an exhale, we'll lift our left hand and our right leg up off the ground, finding bird dog on the other side. Inhale to release both your hand and foot back to the mat, keeping your gaze straight down towards the ground. Before exhaling as we lift our hand and foot back up towards the sky, back up towards parallel. Last time, let's inhale to drop our hand and foot back to the mat. Before exhaling into our bird dog pose again, keeping our bellies drawn in towards our spine here. With our next inhale, we'll return to tabletop, perhaps finding a gentle chest opener as we lift the gaze towards the sky. And as we exhale, let's bring our big toes together and our knees wide again as we sink back onto our heels for child's pose. Again, we'll hold here for a few breaths. You might keep your arms out long here, or to give yourself a bit of a shoulder stretch here at the end of class, I invite you to bend your elbows and draw your hands together in prayer on top of your head, aka take a bit of a baby shark pose. Whatever variation of child's pose you take today, continue to breathe deeply in and out through your nose, closing out this practice with a few final deep breaths. Inhale to fill up the back body, sending your breath to any areas that may still be sore, before exhaling slowly and releasing any remaining tension you may be feeling. Let's take one more full round of breath here in child's pose, breathing in deeply, before exhaling slowly. On your next inhale, slowly begin to push back up to a seated position, returning to that hero's pose from the beginning of class. You might bring your hands to rest on your thighs or on your belly, or bring one hand to your heart and one hand to your belly. We'll close out class with one final round of breath together, inhaling through our nose for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, before exhaling slowly for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's it for today's class. I hope you enjoyed this quick and gentle prenatal yoga flow. If you did like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel for more prenatal yoga content just like this. I hope to see and practice with you again soon. Namaste.